Gate lady's back. It is -5 at the moment. Anyway, we'll sort out the fire so gate lady's all warm, and then we need to venture out into the cold to feed some coos. We're about -5 this morning, but it just feels a bit damper and not as nice a -5 as yesterday. Yesterday was -5, bone dry, no problem. It feels like a soul destroying -5 this morning. Anyway, enough of the complaints, let's go feed some cattle. Let's get machines on and warmed up. Oof. We've got frozen troughs, so heat gun, defrost. That's the first plan of action. Make sure the animals have water, that is 101. Bulls troughs. There is water there, but it's got skin on it. Anyway, heat gun's up here. One it'll defrost and two it'll warm my fingers. Even it's got frost on it. It's not sounding too healthy. It should be alright. I've got another battery in my pocket. We've got 2 beasts going away today. Just getting them into the pens here. Oh. Forklift isn't enjoying this temperature. I think the fuel filters on this have gone since it's so cold. Chugging away and then it dies. An entertaining start to the morning. Try and get the compressor to blow up that tyre, which is a bit soft, and then we're blowing a wire there on one of the breakers up here. That's a 15 amp, that's a 5 bump, but that looks like a 15 amp wire, so we're going to put that wire over there. Yes. With air in tyres, it's flipping 9:30 and we've hardly got anything done. Oh, the cold, it just makes everything painful, slow. There's a bit of dung in that trailer which I'm hoping isn't too frozen and actually comes out. Kev's going to go and count that. I've got another pen to feed and then fill up all the bunkers. Kev is going to muck out some pens. I am going to take 2 cattle up to a neighbouring farm a few miles away where they are getting collected to go down to the abattoir. Because my father still does not have a towing vehicle and I do not fancy taking the Defender all the way down to Glasgow and hoping and praying it makes it. There's a bit of dung frozen to the sides, so Kev's pointed the trailer up towards the sun and hopefully it'll thaw out a wee bit while we fill up bunkers and whatnot. It's absolutely amazing to look at right now. Even nicer to look at through a window next to a fire. How much are these bales holding up the wall? Let's find out. They're not. I need to take that down, it's not the safest of bits at the moment. Apologies, I've not filmed very well this morning, but it's tricky to film when everything's Baltic cold. The bunkers are filled, all aboard. We've got 2 beasts on board. Gate lady's made me a flask with the Duff flask. Looks like I wet myself. Oh god. Oh well, at least it's warm. This flask is oh, I just don't think it was tight. Let's try that again. Oh, for Jesus. Let's check. Is it better? A little bit. Oh, don't even have a rag. There's an old hat. Oh, there's my good flask. slowly turning into a proper Stockman shambles of a Land Rover. I've got a dirty tractor, inside and out. Remind me to throw that flask in the bin.
blood everywhere.
Right, I'm early and the lorry driver's late, so another cup of tea it is. I got the two beasts dropped off. Here comes the lorry to come and pick them up. I got them in the pen there, so paperwork's up on the shelf. Good man, cheers. Happy days. Walkers of Strathkinnis. Lovely views up here. On the way to PHX Water. They test water for purity and whatnot, which I need to get the borehole stuff tested. Maps tells me it's here, but I don't see any signs. Looks more like it. Two bottles, one is a mineral test, one is a chemical test. Not to fill them up till Tuesday morning and then bring them straight in. So they've got another test happening on Tuesday. I think it's Wednesday today, so I'll Tuesday morning go out, fill those two up, bring them in just so they're as fresh as they can be. And they will send them off to get tested, and then they'll get some results and then we'll go from there. It'll then be a case of, one, no way, it's not fit for humans. Two, it's going to be fit but it needs a bit of filtration. Or three, it's good to go. Drink it as is, which I hope is the case. We're going to wind up with a fair whack of dung down here. That tractor does some work, doesn't it? It's never stopped. There we go, another load. I'll just get a lift for Kev up to the yard, and then the forklift's down here and he can just heap up as he goes. Drop 4 or 5 loads, then heap it up. Kev's going to work his way all the way down there, and that's this shed done. And it won't get done till basically just before calving time. We'll muck them out again. Just a bit of a refresh. I'll check the bull's water troughs. I think they're still frozen, but I'll just top them up again with the bucket. Last pallet of Bandit beer needs to go into the back of the shop, and then that supplies run dry until, at the earliest, I think May next year. I've just weighed the pallet, so it's 850 kilos of Bandit beer there. The final pallet. Enjoy. Sorry Mutt, you're getting squeezed in here. Flipping boxes. Right, hoodies. Obviously thank you very much to anyone who's put the orders in. I'm very thankful, but I am just slightly ever so thankful that they're just about sold out. There's only so many boxes you can box before you get frustrated with boxing boxes. Temperatures come up as high as -1.5. That's been the warmest it's been today. Here's the graph. It's not to be as hard a frost tonight, maybe just -3. Anyway, all the troughs are running, so I don't think anything will freeze tonight. If it's just going to be -3, it'll be fine. These cows can get back out into that bit that's all freshly bedded. There you go, beasts. Might be a bit colder for them because the dung acts as an electric blanket. It's nice and warm. Just getting the bulls' troughs filled up, still frozen. Everything will thaw out tomorrow, so. So we'll just keep them happy tonight. Kev's away off home, anxious to get. This is the second pail fault. They all had full troughs this morning. They hadn't emptied their troughs this morning, so fill them up now, fill them up in the morning, and then I think by kind of lunchtime tomorrow they'll be defrosted. Slight design flaw in the shed in that the bull pens, the troughs freeze. The pipes are not insulated at all, so maybe a wee bit of insulation would solve the problem, but a little bit of a bit we did wrong. That's borehole water. Looks brilliant. It does taste nice. Pump comes on. the pump that's at the bottom of the well for the borehole, it is a variable speed pump. I spoke to Davey Beats who put in the borehole for us. Also, there's a few people asking who it is who put the borehole in. David Beat. I think if you Google David Beat boreholes, he'll pop up. I said to him about putting in a bigger expansion tank. And he said, yeah, you could possibly. It might help, but just keep an eye on it and see what it's doing. If the pump isn't turning off and on more than kind of 20 times an hour, then you're all right. And also, if it's on constantly, if it's just maintaining a 1 bar pressure with the pump always on, that is also fine. If it's always on, or it's off for a while and on for a wee bit, that's fine. As long as it's not off on, off on, off on, off on. So I'm just going to keep an eye on it over the next few days. Right, they've all had a good soak and their troughs are all full. That should keep them happy. Peach! The Globeburn hampers, I think you might be watching this on Sunday. Is it Sunday right now? If it is Sunday, today is the very last day you can order them for delivery. All the many men out there who wait until the 23rd and 4th to consider it, just go on the website, pick one, both. Job done. You're in the good. You're in the clear. You're not in the doghouse. Should name one of the hampers the doghouse. And majority of the hampers is food. In all likelihood, you'll eat most of it yourself, but don't tell them that.